Hello, my name's Gareth and welcome to Fat Pigeon Reviews. Now today I'm going to take a look at the Project RPM1 Carbon. Now this is a turntable that I've had for about 3 months now. I've got it in the gloss white finish. I'll get it on the table. We'll have a closer look in a few moments. But I've upgraded it slightly. I was told that when you first get the turntable, it had an ortofon 2M red cartridge stylus on the actual tone arm, and I was told it's a very good stylus to start with for starting out, which it was. It was great for the first month or so. But I was also told that if you upgrade the cartridge stylus and then the platter, the actual main spinning disc, the one that comes with it is made of MDF, solid MDF. But it's slightly heavier than an acrylic one, which takes out any reverberations and it gives it a better, solid, more a tighter sound. And it does. The upgrade did actually make it slightly tighter and a little bit more detail out of it. But the actual cartridge itself, the red, I actually bought the 2M blue stylus cartridge in the end for the upgrade, and the difference between cartridges is absolutely night and day. It's you don't realise how much difference you can hear. I mean, the blue cartridge picks out so much more detail from those little grooves in the vinyl record itself, and the bass has more depth to it. And with the platter, like I say, it tightens it all up a little bit. All these little extra upgrades. I'm actually looking at some better isolation feet in the future, which I'll obviously do a review on, and maybe some better cabling. Now, the cabling that you get with the Project, the RPM1 Carbon, it's a half decent cable anyway. It's a braided cable. It's quite nice. Again, I'll show it when we do the close up in a few moments. But yeah, I mean, I'm a massive vinyl fan. I've been a vinyl fan for many years. But now, I had like old Sonys. I had like a 1992 Sony automatic, and I put an Audio Technica cartridge on that, about £26 I think it was. Again, that made a big difference from the original one from '92, of course. But I mean, the first thing I always do, I've had a Technics one in the past that wasn't one of the higher end ones. It wasn't like the 1200 series or anything like that. It was just a lower end sort of Technics automatic, again from the 90s. But I've always had, and my first Project was the 1.3 Genie, which is very similar to this one. Apart from this, has obviously got the carbon tone arm on it. But the similar design. It's got the motor that's separate with a rubber band. Sorry, not a rubber band. Yeah, well, yeah, rubber band. That actually drives the platter. So yeah, it's just, I mean, I've loved my turntables, I love my vinyl. This is obviously clearly the best one I've had. I've actually spent the money on a decent one now, and the difference is, yeah, it's a lot. You think vinyl sounds good to me anyway. I mean, you've got all your Spotify stuff, and I like the convenience of Spotify with the Bluetooth. I've got a little Bluetooth amp, just a little Dowk audio, little hybrid valve amp, which is great. It runs these new speakers. I've also bought the Fine Audio F500s, which I got recently. But yeah, it's the Bluetooth side of it, like I say, is more convenience for me. I do like the convenience, but we'll do that another day. Let's get down into the RPM1 Carbon from Project. Okay, so here we are, back on the table. This is the platter I was talking about. This is the upgraded acrylic platter. It's I think it's like an extra couple of kilos heavier and denser, which is what gives you the tighter sound, less resonance through the record. As you can see, here's the ortofon blue cartridge that I have actually added. I think this was about £180, but again, the difference between the 2M red cartridge that you got with it is absolutely astonishing, the detail that it picks out. There is the carbon fibre tone arm. Now, when I set all this up, I didn't realise that there was so many different angles that you can actually set up for the stylus to sit correctly in the grooves of the record. Now, it lined up perfectly with the old screws because it is the exact same size as the red ortofon 2M, which wasn't too bad, but it was slightly off. It looked slightly off and kinked. Now, I didn't realise that if you go around to the side here, sure if it's going to focus. Let me just move this around. Yeah, if you go around to the side here, there's actually a very tiny grub screw in the very side there, which you just undo, and then you can turn the actual arm into the correct position and the angle that you needed. Here is your anti-skid lever there. You just alter that backwards and forwards. And there's your counterbalance weight at the very back there. Again, another grub screw in there, just to move that upwards, backwards and forwards across the actual shaft there, which makes it nice and light at the front, or makes it heavier at the front. Now the ideal weight, I think, for this tone arm for this is about 1.75 grams, I think it is. I weigh about 1.75 myself. Here is the motor and the band at the back. Just a separate motor for no vibrations through the deck. So, I mean, the direct drive ones, they're so well soundproofed, and they have rubber feet and this and that, all these different little gizmos inside, so you don't hear the motor anyway. It's just that I just like the look of this one with the separate motor. And yeah, for sound quality wise, this is by far the best turntable I've owned. So yeah, apart from this 1992 Sony and a Technics and a few other bits and bobs, and another project that actually suddenly got damaged, the arm got broken. This is the one to beat now for me, and I'm pretty sure I'll get another one at some point. If we go around to the bottom here are the feet. You get these 3 spiked feet, which are great on the on my wooden cabinet over there. And as for, hopefully I'm not making you feel too ill with the shaky camera, and there's your ground there in the centre for your ground cable, and then your RCA is left and right, red and black there on the back, and that tucks neatly away at the back of the unit, thankfully. And what I shall do is I shall try, I'll pop it back on the on my cabinet, and we'll spin her up and give her a quick listen. Okay, so here we are, she's back in position. I did forget to say, I apologise, that to change the speed of the platter, the record, you just move it across to the bottom pulley here. That's 45, and then just pop it back onto the top pulley. That's your 33.5 speed there. And the cable, these are like I said, the braided cables. They're nice. They're not the best ones in the world, but they're a decent phono cable to get started. So I'll see what record I can put on, and it's just as simple as pushing that switch there. Oh no, wait, hang on, needs plugging in. So yeah, obviously not that simple. So just as simple as pushing the button, turning the switch on, and away she goes. I shall grab a turntable record now. I'll grab a record and have a quick few seconds of listening. Okay, here we go. We've got a little bit of Fleetwood Mac Rumours. Lower her down. Just have a quick listen. Thank you very much. That was my first YouTube video, Fat Pigeon Reviews. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It was informative, and maybe you learnt something. If not, then I'll try harder next time, I guess. And hopefully I'll only get better with these videos and these reviews. Like I say, it's not only going to be limited to stereo stuff, but that's where I'm going to try and focus my attention. But anything that I buy in the future, I will be putting on Fat Pigeon Reviews. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you feel you need to, and I'll see you soon.